We're at the OSU Student Farm where we're growing acres of vegetables. And that really necessitated the need for us to have a post-harvest processing facility. So I'm here with Parker to tell us a little bit about it. Parker, we have this facility, really have four main purposes. What are they?
You bet. So kind of the four main purposes of this facility, the four big needs that we have filled through this. We need tractor parking, we need kind of a garage, workshop, tool storage area. We needed a place for cold storage of produce, get them in out of the heat and cool down. And then we needed a wash area to wash the produce.
All those things are important for a working farm, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First, talk about the cooler. How did we get coolers in these buildings? Were they bought this way, or did you have to install them? How did you get those?
So we got the coolers as kits from Coolbot, and they came in on pallets in pieces, and they kind of fit together like a giant Lego set. So we got them in, we marked out the area on the floor for them, and started by gluing down the foundation and putting the walls up and the roof on, and then some more professionals, you could say, came in and put in the AC units for us.
Okay, so these are special cooling areas, pretty large. You can walk in there, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have two of them. Why two?
Well, some produce needs a different temperature than others. So, for instance, tomatoes. You don't want them to be as hot as they are in the field. You want them cooled down to around, 50 degrees or so. But if you go cooler than that, they start to get damaged. And greens, on the other hand, and other crops, they could go cooler. They could go closer to freezing, a little warmer than freezing. But
so you can control at two different temperatures because you have two different coolers.
Right. Yes, sir.
And it looks like they just have window units or something in there. So Can I just go anywhere and buy a window unit, or are these special? Or
These are special. So yes, they are window units, but Coolbot makes a system that kind of, you could say, hacks the programming in these window units that allows them to go cooler than they normally would. So there's programming and hardware that goes into this.
So these are some heavy duty units, and they can handle the cooling.
Yes, sir. They're much more heavy duty. Yeah.
Now, what if say they quit working or the power goes out? How would I know?
Well, these have Wi-Fi enabled receivers or transmitters. And so you can hook it up to your phone, and you can monitor all the time whether they're working right or not. You can set the temperature.
So that's pretty handy then.
Very
pretty
handy.
Important too, right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay, what about the washing station part of this?
Sure.
How does that work?
Yeah. So we've got a greens bubbler over here for washing our greens. But then for other firmer produce, a little bit tougher produce, we've also got what we call the vegetable car wash.
All right, I like that.
Yes, sir. It's got a conveyor system that feeds the produce into these misters. Misters kind of rinse it off, and you got brush rollers that brush the dirt off. And then there's also one large brush in there that kind of really gets it clean. And then once it goes through the actual, wash part of this washer, it spits it out onto a round table that spins slowly. And that just allows people to stand around the perimeter of this table and sort produce.
Get it sorted and packed.
Sorted, yes, sir.
So really, you can take it from the field to market ready right here at this facility.
Yes, sir. That's right.
That's pretty neat and pretty important.
Yep.
What else would you say about this? Do you think it's large enough for acreage in a small farm like this?
Plenty large. Yep. I think this is kind of top of the line for a small farm, but we can wash and sort quite a bit of produce in a day with this equipment. It's very handy.
Thanks, Parker. I really like this. You can take it from the field to the market, all with this facility right here.
Right.
Thank you.
You bet.
We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.